Whenever this loads, it'll be nice. Uh, I'm just gonna take pictures of the trading console quick just to post them on Reddit, so just give me a minute here. I just posted the console and trait on Discord if you guys want to look at them. I'm just gonna post them on a Reddit post quick, so just give me a minute. Hey, Bam Bam. I gotta retake the picture of the console because the other one was not quite right because it was on the ground. Thank you for the follow, Orbital Strike. Just a moment here, I'm just getting these posted. I'll drop the link in Twitch chat here. I'm lagging a bit. Oh, it's because I've got the I was alt-tabbed from the game, and I've got the settings set, so when I'm alt-tabbed, it doesn't fully... like, the game slows down. The Vaadwaur ship is from the Tier 6 promotional choice packs, which you can get. It's about a 1.1% drop rate from the R&D promo packs, which are now in the C store. Then they're on sale for this first week for 20% off, so they're 200 Zen a piece if you go and get the 4-pack. Yeah, the game went up early. I'm not going to be on for too long. I have a group project where we're presenting a thing tonight, and the person that had the portion that was typed up, like the several page long report, there were a few parts to this project involving us putting together an actual system and them writing it up. Well, they have a lot of the data, and they just suddenly disappeared. They took the report with them. They haven't been seen now in like 2 weeks, so that's always fun to deal with. Yeah, you can get the ship on the exchange for probably around $1 billion once stuff settles down a bit. I'm just gonna toss a standard phaser loadout on here. Where are the quad cannons at? It's I can get something typed up. It's just it's not going to be the best thing ever, but it just needs to get like the job done basically. So it shouldn't be too much. Being a miracle worker ship, try to get the Omnion to take advantage of mixed armament synergy. And there really is no set piece here, which is a bit sad. So this console, there were some people wondering if this is going to be the next DPRM, and I can tell you with a solid answer, no. Orbital, if you're going and chasing like the min-max numbers, Phaser is technically the highest DPS option right now if you can fit the various sets to make it good. So like the Gamma 2-piece, it's because they just came out with the Terran version of the Phaser dual heavy cannon, or the Phaser version of the Terran. And then there's the prolonged. Really, if phasers didn't have prolonged, they wouldn't even be beating disruptors. I could do trilithium. I don't think I have that on this character, so I'm just gonna stick with the sensor linked one. Disruptor's been the thing since 2015. There are still a lot of people that thought it was AP, but people don't exactly, the large majority of the player base doesn't really follow the meta closely. Like, Anti-Proton got knocked out of the, like, the top end of the meta really long time ago. Yeah, here's the console, MB, it's on Discord. And I posted it on Reddit. It's mediocre, I guess, even the summary of it. Yeah, anti-proton could still do good, but phasers, disruptors, they got the Terran. The Terran is just the single best weapon in the game. Nothing really competes with it for energy weapons. It's just so powerful. This is the set energy weapon from the Terran reputation. What's so nice about it is that as your target decreases in HP, the damage on this thing scales up to 200%. It's really crazy. So, Nexus console. Domino for sure. I hate trying to find consoles. DPRM. And yeah, anything in the game can be good. It's just most people don't know how to effectively use what they have. Which are these? Disruptor. Let's do 3 of those. Aspire. And then for this last console, let's see. I guess the assault modes, because that gets the extra benefit when used on the Juggernaut. 15 severity, 10% firing cycle haste. That's what, 20-second uptime? I don't think that's actually going to be worth it. Yeah, I don't think this console's going to be worth using. Um, this is off the Astica. It's it's decent flight speed, turn rate, whatever. But this 20% or 20-second ability on it. With the Astica, you get a bunch of crit chance and severity. Same for the Manassa. But this thing, you lose the crit chance and gain some firing cycle haste. I mean, 10% firing cycle haste, it's basically 10% more energy weapon damage during that uptime, but that's just not enough for a single console that's got 20 seconds uptime out of every 2 minutes. So I'm dropping that. I'll go with another locator. No, the Thaleron Pulse on the Scimitar is not a good ability. Stuff dies. If you're building properly, stuff dies before it has a chance to activate. It takes 12 seconds to build up the charge or something like that, and you have to invest in the EPG heavily to even make it worth it, and the Scimitars just, they're not really built for that. You can do it on the Science Scimitar, but you're investing so much into something that will net you so little. Yeah, it's fun, it's just highly ineffective. Okay. I guess time to go level up this ship. Well, I guess set up this bridge officer layout, which is currently a complete disaster. Let's see here. Let's do standard DRB1, hazard 1. This is going to be fun. I gotta find which of these bridge officers has intel. Okay. Probably won't even be able to actually keep the OSS-3 on. Scatter volley, I guess, being that's what I have on right now. MAS, beam overload. Or, let's do beam overload. Where is that? Not on this one. No tac team, this will be interesting. Do standard Oxbat because Oxbat is easy and super effective. The fun part of setting up any ship, doing all this stuff with the tray. And I really do not have room for tac team on this loadout. Orbital, I am a min-max player. Everything I look at is generally with a min-max focus. The Borg set is highly outdated, even for tank builds. Like, there's so many better options for tanks now. Nukara set, you have to run the two-piece, and you either have to lose the colony deflector or the competitive engines to take advantage of that two-piece, which is a very, very bad option in the current meta, because the colony deflector is so good and the competitive engines are a very high uptime evasive maneuvers. What am I running right now? I was running a rapid fire loadout earlier, so I gotta swap over. Just gonna run this with scatter volley, be easier to level it up. The starship trait looks nice, but we really need to test it and see how it does. I guess just promise of ferocity and call today. Okay, let's get this saved. This thing is pretty big too. Like, here's an Jet J. The NJ is still certainly bigger, but this thing is it's about as long as the NJ is wide. The saucer section. Okay. Let's go do our gala. Yeah, that's the issue with the trade is the trade increases weapon power cost by 50%. So yeah, you do get 10% crit chance, but you know, we're already sitting at, as you're saying, around 60% crit chance on a lot of these high-end builds now. So, you know, 60 to 70, that's nice, but it's not as much of a gain as it, you know, would have been a few years ago. You know, it's not like we're in the days where we're going from 30 to 40. This is 60 to 70. You know, you can only get so much out of it. Stacking crit up that high. I can handle this. It's just our gala. These load times. Whenever there's a major patch like this where people are coming back in for stuff. Oh. MB really wants to be in combat with this thing. Terrible. It's a very slow moving ship. It's got like a turn rate of 6. Yeah, it's got a decent amount of HP. Turn rate 11.5 for me. Killing stuff too fast. I haven't really tested most of these abilities here. Let's knock this up to elite. See if I can manage to get my new ship blown up. I think this would be better with like a rapid fire setup. I'd like to use this for like a pure single target loadout. If I end up using this ship, that's what I'll probably do with it. Yeah, rapid fire would be much more useful right now. At basically nothing. The issue with this like little lance type ability is it's polar-on based, and to really get the most out of it, you really need to be running a polar-on loadout. So I'm like 20k XP away from getting this fully mastered. You know, it's an okay ship. But it's not as OP as, you know, some people were thinking it was going to be. Performance wise, I would say the Scimitar still does better. I know some people won't like to hear that, but the Scimitar just simply has such a good layout and such a good console set on it. Um, I think if you were choosing between this and the Zentar, it would be really hard to say. This has a better bridge officer layout than the Zentar, but I think the Zentar probably has more DPS potential. Let's set in. Did it put you in a different one again? MB doesn't like fighting the, what is it, the whatever race that is. I don't have that prompt. I completed that mission long ago. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that lance did the 160k there I saw on that target. That's what that should be AoE. Oh yeah, gotta get used to this. This move's even slower than the scimitar to me. Yeah, the servers after a patch like this, there's going to be a ton of people coming back in, and it always gets a bit laggy. Just kill this final group, should give me the XP. Oh. If you never complete our gala, and you still have the original mission, each time you go in, it's gonna be versus the Kazon. They're the easiest to go against, easiest to farm XP. Oh. Well, I'm just gonna pop back into an advanced and get the last 1500 XP quick. I'm fine. If I get the Bazzari or whatever, I forget which ones, you know, the ones that have the sub nukes, I just warp out. Mastery 5. Yeah, it's Hirogen, yeah. It's the sub-nukes. NPCs should not have the sub-nuke. It's simply too powerful of an ability. It's too powerful of an ability in some situations enough for players. It's the most impactful ability in PvP. So that was under 15 minutes to get the ship fully leveled up. Our gala is nice as it usually is. Okay, I'm gonna pug an ISA and die because I don't have enough survivability. And pugs in this game are terrible. So this is gonna be a fun match. Did I get the event ship yet? No, I haven't even saw the mission yet, actually. The ship is nice visually, but there's nothing performance-wise for min-max situations to warrant me burning 1,000 lobi on it, like I would do if it was good. I'll just do the slow daily grind for it. That's fine, MB. Actually, I need to slot the trait. Here that would help to test it. If anyone wants to join, it's just the ISA public queue. Gonna see how bad I fly this in there. Oh, Omega, I just saw your question. Um, the Juggernaut array, it should do a little bit. I'm about to see what it does DPS wise. Like, if you're running a Polaron build on this, it's gonna do quite a bit more, because it's just a significantly buffed up energy weapon, basically. It's this ship's version of a lance. Yeah, let's take a look at the parse there for that. That was 248k DPS. Omega, the stats are on Discord. Like the picture of the console and the trait. My crit chance was 62% overall. Yeah, turns up at 70. So let's see here. That must be one of the miracle work things. Where is this thing showing up under? So I fired the Juggernaut array off once into that group of spheres, and it did about 600k damage. I mean that's much better than most of the lance weapons out there. I think if you were in like an Annie situation in ISA, this could be very interesting. But I very much like these crit chances. Like 60s, 70s. This seriously helps my immersion. I really like having that 60 to 70 crit chance. Omega, that was with the console equipped. Do you mean the assault mode console? No, I took it off. It's not worth it. Let me go back to it. So this is the assault mode. When equipped on Juggernaut, 15 severity, 10% firing cycle haste, then the speed debuffs and all that. It's just not worth it. Like on the Astica and Manassa you get crit chance, but on the Juggernaut you lose the crit chance in exchange for firing cycle haste, which the firing cycle haste is okay, but this console has 20-second uptime every 2 minutes. It's not worth it. They could have added in a 3-piece to reduce the cooldown of the consoles and it would have seriously helped. But anyhow, I have stuff to go and get taken care of. I'll be messing with the ship a little bit more over the next few days. Um, Definitely going to be streaming on Friday, but I just wanted to do a quick little stream messing around with the ship, showing off the trading console, and I think a 250k pug run is as good as anything to show off a ship, so thank you everyone for tuning in. I need to go deal with this group project where the person that actually had the report has decided to just completely not show up. So I have to go retype the entire thing. So, yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. See you all next time. And no, Omega, it's not that good.